I'm live. Salvan, are you creative visionary? I am live. I am here. I am here. On time. Yes. Salvan, 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 Salvan. I see the divinity within you. I see divinity within you. I see divinity within you. I had the best meditation today, this morning, before getting online. I had the best meditation. It was just such a beautiful meditation. I just gotta tell you these things. I just gotta tell you. Yeah. I've committed to being a full-time Sanusi, a full-time shaman. Because there's no English word for there is no English word for what I am. So in English it would just be shaman, you know. I finally committed to being a full-time shaman. And it's really an incredible experience. So let us sing. Taking a deep breath in through your nose. Out through your mouth. Deep breath in through your nose. Out through your mouth. If you want to close your eyes, please close your eyes. And just listen to the sound of the drum. Jobugazi uhambana mi jobugazi a boobe, some shop, a hamanami. I'm a boobe, some shop, a hamanami. I'm a boobe, some shop, a hamanami. I'm a boobe, some shop. I'm a boobe, some shop, a hamanami. 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 Siavuma, siavuma, niavuma, niavuma, niavumum sebenzi sokali, niavuma, 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 niavum, niavum, niavuma, sebenzi so kalile moya wam bilisa bilisa zonke izinto ezikwe ngomoya wami biliza biliza moya wam biliza biliza moya wam biliza biliza moya wam biliza. I'm a fake, I'm a fraud, seba wile, seba wile. I'm a fake, I'm a fraud, seba wile. I'm a fake, I'm a fraud, seba wile, seba wile. I'm a fake, I'm a fraud, seba wile. Oh, oh, I think that was a little bit too loud. I don't know. I'm working this out, you know. Please gently open your eyes if your eyes were closed. Coming back into the here and now. Sacred space is open. When I'm drumming, I go into a different realm. It's like this trance takes over me. This love, this power just oozes out of me. I don't know what I would do without my drum, especially during this season of the year. I don't know what I would do without my drum. I don't know what, I would bang away at a book. Yeah. I apologize if it was so loud. If it was loud. Well, I don't actually apologize. But I apologize if your ears... I turned down the the microphone to not have it as loud. But you know what? Every day in every way, I'm getting better and better. That's all I can do. And that's all I can say. You know, every day in every way, I'm getting better and better. I This is the process of life, every day and every way getting better and better. Okay, let's do this. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. You are here. I am here. Day 44. Spiritual instruction. The sacred guidance resistance. I have not turned my ear away from divine instruction. Divine instruction comes through spiritual teachers, sacred text, meditation insights, and the circumstances that keep appearing in your life. But you turn away from spiritual guidance when it challenges your comfortable spiritual identity or asks you to grow beyond your current level of consciousness. You want enlightenment without the inconvenience of actually changing. Brother Thomas has been a monk for 20 years but still struggles with anger and judgment. His spiritual director repeatedly suggests he examine his need to be right and his resistance to criticism. But Thomas deflects these conversations, claiming his director doesn't understand his particular spiritual challenges. He turns away from instruction that could free him from suffering because receiving it would mean admitting his spiritual practice hasn't been transformative as he claims. Turning away from spiritual instruction keeps you spiritually stagnant while maintaining the illusion of spiritual growth. You resist guidance that would accelerate your awakening because your ego is more invested in appearing evolved than actually evolving. You choose familiar spiritual limitations over unfamiliar spiritual expansion because growth requires admitting ignorance and changing cherished beliefs. Embodiment practice. Recall spiritual instruction you've received that challenged your current understanding or asked you to change something about your spiritual practice. Feel where a resistance arises in your body when wisdom threatens your spiritual ego. Say, I receive spiritual instruction with beginner's mind. My growth matters more than my image. Let's read again. Let's read again. Divine instruction comes through spiritual teachers, sacred text, meditation insights, and the circumstances that keep appearing in your life. But you run away from spiritual guidance when it challenges your comfortable spiritual identity or asks you to grow beyond your current level of consciousness. You want enlightenment without the inconvenience of actually changing. Yo. Honestly, all of us are in this situation. All of us, including myself. Do you know how long it has taken me to own my gifts, my spiritual gifts? I'm 44. Okay. I don't know, maybe 8 years ago, 9 years ago, actually, a girlfriend of mine said to me, "Oh, you're a shaman." And I said, "She's a gypsy." Okay. She's like one of the most special friends I have. Honestly, she's one of the most special friends I have. And she said to me, "Goddess, you're a shaman." And I was like, "Huh?" I said, no. I don't want these labels. Please do not label me with these things. I don't want any of these things. Number one, I was in a shamanic group, and I'd seen the level of consciousness that was in that group. And I was like, who would want to ever deal with people like this? Like, it was like these miracle seeking people who just don't want to do their own spiritual work, who just want miracles and healings and overnight awakenings. I was like, who would want to call themselves a shaman and have to deal with these children, adult children? I'm like, no. Who would want that label? This was after years of taking ayahuasca, years of back-to-back ayahuasca ceremonies, back-to-back ayahuasca ceremonies. Once you go into the spirit world, back-to-back ayahuasca ceremonies, you're like, I see what's happening here on planet Earth. And I wanted nothing to do with the label of shaman. I still don't like labels. I've never liked labels. Labels are stupid. They box you. So anyway, in one of the ayahuasca ceremonies that I was in, there was the Siberian shaman woman, and the energy in the room just rose so intensely. People just started losing their minds. The energy was not clean. It was not contained. I think there were some entities that had entered this sacred space we were in this ayahuasca ceremony. And the shaman woman couldn't hold the energy. She couldn't keep the energy equanimous, where people could have a safe journey, where they felt safe during the ceremony. So this person started screaming and crying, and this person started reacting to this person screaming and crying. And it just was like a nightmare for, I don't know, like 90 minutes maybe. And I finally just started singing. And when I started singing, the room started quieting down. But in that process, I think the entity that was in the room latched onto me. It came to me because it wasn't even 30 minutes later. I started going on, like I started having such an awful experience. And I was having a really incredible ayahuasca experience. It was gentle. I was getting messages. I was feeling the energy lift off me. And I was getting insights, and I was understanding why certain things happened. And I was seeing into the future and seeing how I'm going to move from this current place I'm in my journey of life towards the future. But as soon as that experience happened, where people just started crying and yelling and screaming and talking and praying at this, I was like, oh my goodness, what is going on? And in my singing, I interrupted the pattern. That's why song, your throat chakra, is so important. It is the sea. It's power. Yes, your solar plex is power to move forward. But once your energy comes to here, you can command consciousness to your will if you are strong enough, spiritually strong enough. So I, in that moment, commanded, like my spirit said, you need to sing and just quiet the noise. Okay, I did that. But because I wasn't in the space and had held the space for me to be a leader in that ceremony, I was just going there as a participant to do my own work, not to be leading a ceremony. The entity and the energy came on me, and I started experiencing everything that the people that were crying and were losing their minds started experiencing. And because I was strong enough, didn't go mad. But it was something. I just started losing it. And I was like, I don't have ayahuasca ceremonies like this. What is going on? I just started having insane fear that had nothing to do with me. I was just mentally unstable for like 2 hours. I was just like, oh my God, what the hell? I had taken on other people's energies, because when you are in ayahuasca ceremonies, energy can be commingled. That's why I really don't like to co-regulate my nervous system with other people, because I had a really, really interesting, challenging ayahuasca experience. And I was like, this Siberian woman, oh my goodness, she really, it's difficult to be taking ayahuasca with people who just went to the jungle for 3 months and they come back and they think they are like shamans. Okay, yeah, maybe, but like, you're dealing with medicine from in a culture, okay, and you're dealing with American people's mental health issues, mental illnesses, sense of belonging. The ancestors of that land, when they opened up the space, the sacred space, they didn't call upon the ancestors of the land. And I was like, how do you not call upon white buffalo woman? What is going on in this ceremony? Oh my God, it wasn't a challenging experience. I don't want to say it was an awful experience. It was a challenging experience. Okay. All right. After that, my girlfriend, maybe like a month later, my girlfriend says, you're a shaman. I can see, like, you're a shaman. And I was like, girl, I want nothing to do with that label. I want nothing to do with that label. The experience was so traumatizing. I was like, I want nothing to do with that label, because I want nothing to do with people who want quick experiences, who want ayahuasca trips, who want psychedelic trips, who want cyberpsilin trips, and without the discipline, without the cleansing, without the spiritual honoring of this medicine. Like, I want nothing to do nothing to do with the label of shaman. So I ran away from my gifts. I ran away from my purpose for the longest time. I wanted nothing to be called of a spiritual teacher. I'm like, this has nothing to do with me. I still won't accept those labels from people, because then people just want free ride. It's like you get all the lacheroners and the leeches and the levers and the liars, and they want just free stuff. It's like, let me just ride on your energy. No, this has taken many, many lifetimes, many, many, many lifetimes doing this earth thing. Many lifetimes. Many lifetimes. It has taken insane amounts of diligence, just walking the straight line, walking. Sometimes I fall off a little bit and come back. Walking. Path, narrow path. And a lot of souls, because here on planet Earth, consciousness hasn't risen beyond 5 years old. It's between 2 and 5. This is where consciousness is. A lot of souls just need a mother. Mommy, put me on your boobs. Give me, I'll have, make it fast. No, I am not your mother. Go back to your mother. I am a sovereign being doing my own thing and walking my own path. You can walk with me, but you got to do your own spiritual work. It has nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with me. So I resisted my calling. I resisted my gifts. I resisted my purpose. And I can tell you, it has caused a lot of pain in my life. Pain that, okay, I've had to grow from. But honestly, it has caused a lot of troubles and a lot of turmoil. Until I finally said, okay, I'm listening, spirit. I'm listening. Because even in my meditations, I would lie down and do my meditations or sit up and do my meditations, and I would keep getting the same vision. And I'm like, okay, I gotta accept this gift. I gotta walk in my purpose. I choose not to be called a shaman. Okay, English word, mystic. Zulu word, usanusi. But eventually I just had to accept it. Most of us, when we get the spiritual nudge to embody our gifts of spiritual awakening, to listen to our intuition, to heed guidance from those that are walking before us, that have walked before us, we tend to be like, well, that's not for me. Or you tend to just head first everything in, and there is no discernment. So there's two camps. There are those who just go straight in, and there's no discernment. There are those who are like, they're so arrogant, and it's just childishness. Because when the consequences of not listening start revealing themselves, these are the first ones who want to run back. Tell me what to do. I don't know what to do. Now they're crying. They're all mad in the head. They are going through psychoses and all sorts of things. I don't want this. I won't tolerate this. I'm like, go somewhere else. Has nothing to do with me. Please take your arrogance, who died and made you God kind of consciousness, somewhere else. I don't care. Because a majority of us have been taught that spirituality should be love and light, kind, sweet, easy, blessings, miracles, water, something, all sorts of this nonsense. If we look at the greatest spiritual teachers, if you're Christian, Yeshua, this idea, even just the story, even if it's real or not real, okay? Who knows how many parts of it are real or not real. Yeshua, the story of Yeshua, was a man who lived his spiritual path. He was stoned, people lied on him, because these souls on this planet are like kind of stupid and stuff like this. And 2,000 years later, still hasn't changed. They are still like this. But now they just smear your name online. Now they just send people to your house to come and kill you. They hire hitmen. Because these souls on planet Earth are sick. They are sick. Okay? If you look at the Buddha, he left his life of luxury and decided to walk so that he could understand the illnesses of the mind and the brain and the heart and the body. And he told his people, the way out of this suffering is you need to turn within, sit down, meditate. Right. Most of us don't want this because it's difficult. Yes, you have to give up a lot. You telling me now I cannot go night clubbing? I cannot drink all the time and be drunk. I cannot steal, lie, take shortcuts, go to graveyards and do whatever I want. Have sex with married men. When I get diseases, now I'm sad. I cannot do this. I cannot be in and out of other people's beds. What? Are you mad? I just want to live this life. I cannot lie around and steal people's money so I can buy fashion and I can look great on Instagram. I cannot live this life. What are you talking about? No, I want to have my Instagram baddie life, and I want to be a spiritual teacher and evolve spiritually. It doesn't work like that. Do you have the level of discernment where your third eye opens fully and you can understand what's coming? You can hear the wisdom of your ancestors, to hear the wisdom of the ascended masters that you walk with, to discern spiritual scriptures. it takes time. Not only just in this lifetime, but even in previous lifetimes where you walked, you failed, you got back on, you decided to come back to planet Earth. You walked, you ascended, and then you said, oh, humanity and its stupidity, let me come back to planet Earth and help these people. And you make a contract with God, with spirit, with source. Okay, I'm going to go back to planet Earth and I'm going to kind of be of service to these humans. And then they throw rocks at you and smear your name and lie on you. And then you keep telling them, no, do not do this. This is what's going to happen when you do this. And then when the consequences show up, they're like confused. I don't know what to do. Tell me what to do. I don't know what to do. And they are filled with rage. Just screaming on Instagram, on YouTube, on social media platforms, losing their mind, in and out of psychoses, all sorts of these things. The spiritual journey, the path to awakening is not for the weak-minded souls. It is not for the weak-minded souls. I resisted this path for so long until it was too painful to not resist it, to keep resisting. It just got too painful. Eventually I said, okay. So if you are feeling the call of awakening, and how you know you are feeling the call of awakening is you start asking questions like, why am I here? What is happening here? What is all of this about? Why do I just keep feeling like I'm a hamster in a hamster wheel doing the same thing over and over again? Every year it's the same story, and it's not changing. More and more problems. This is when you truly are having an incredible spiritual awakening, and it is probably time to accept your calling. I'm not saying you're a shaman or something like this, but when I say accept your calling, it's to sit down and shut up and meditate and start listening to what your soul is communicating to your prefrontal cortex. Because sometimes we do not hear the message of our soul through our intuition, because we are too looking out onto the outside. Instagram is telling us that you are a mystic, you are a shaman. In what reality? In what reality? In what? You're a sage. So many people want to be sages, mystics, shamans, spiritual teachers, but their lives, their mental health, okay? They are mentally unstable. They are mentally unstable. It's a joke when you start to see these things. It's like ill people leading the blind. Sick people leading the blind. So let's continue reading. I'm coming to a point on this. Brother Thomas has been a monk for 20 years but still struggles with anger and judgment. I don't struggle with anger and judgment, but I still am very judgmental at times. And yes, times will have eruptions of rage. Rage, anger is normal. It is a normal human emotion and experience. When your rage and your anger now harms others because you cannot control it, well, now you have a problem. You should not be a monk and a sage and a guru and a mystic and a shaman. I'm sorry. You are filled with rage, meaning your emotional interior, your emotional body is not regulated. Your nervous system is not regulated. You might be suffering from mental health issues. You might be going through psychosis. Your anger is yours to explore, not for you to share with others in an uncontrolled way where now you are harming others. Okay? Judgment. I still judge, but I'm now leaning more towards discernment. That's not for me. Oh, definitely, that's not for me. That person's character is so not for me. I refuse to engage in whatever they are doing because they bring chaos. They are chaotic, and I don't care what's going on. You might call that judgment. I call that discernment. I had to learn the hard way. Okay? If you look at your life and listen and look at the times where you denied the wisdom of your intuition because someone said to you, you're so judgmental. Or have a bit of compassion, this person has been through a lot. Have a bit of compassion. And yet your intuition was saying, no, this person is a demon. This person is involved in demonic activities, and this is why they are having psychosis and all sorts of these things. That's why they lie so much. That's why they steal a bit, lie a lot, sleep with this person's husband, sleep with this person's wife, sleep with this person is rot. They are rot. And you denied that, your intuition, because you wanted to be loved and accepted and validated by other weak minds. If you really are honest with yourself, you know that you had a very bad experience. You know you had a very bad experience. Sometimes your anger is your intuition communicating with you that, you keep allowing people to violate my boundaries, my sacred space. You keep allowing people to negate the truth of the message of my soul. So you don't understand why you are angry all the time. If you investigate that anger, find that anger on your body. Find it and say, okay, anger, please tell me this. We're going to do this today. Please tell me this. Why do I always get angry when this happens? It either could be childhood wounding that hasn't been resolved, or someone is violating your boundaries. I can share with you about the monk experience. Okay, let's continue. Brother Thomas has been a monk for 20 years, but still struggles with anger and judgment. His spiritual director repeatedly suggests he examine his need to be right and his resistance to criticism. But Thomas deflects these conversations, claiming his director doesn't understand his particular spiritual challenges. So I'll share. When I was in my nun ordination, there was a fake monk in the temple that I was living in. And these people were trying to run a cryptocurrency scam at the temple. I got a lot of stories. Let me tell you something. I got a lot of stories, okay? I know a lot of things about a lot of things about a lot of things. So yesterday, if you watched the live stream, I was sharing with you that there was a $13 billion cryptocurrency scam, okay? This cryptocurrency scam, the people involved, I know the people involved, they bought land all over Thailand. They bought land. Okay, this is how they were laundering this money and washing this money. Okay, great. These people, they were trying to run the scam at the temple that I was at. So one of the fake monks at the temple got really angry with me when I started understanding what was going on. And they were like, just let it go. I'm like, this is God's house. This monk who runs this temple doesn't even know how to spell crypto. He doesn't know nothing about crypto. You are going to run scams in God's house, in a sacred environment, because you want money? Are you mad? Are you mad? This is sacred anger. It is sacred anger. The head monk kept telling me, oh, just let it go. Why are you so angry? He didn't understand what was going on. Because I've worked in finance and I came from America and I used to love watching American Greed, I could pick up the signs. I said, no, this is a scam. This is a scam. They are trying, because it was like, yeah, no, we're going to build a website. And I'm like, we need more people to come to the temple, to this monastery. And the only way you can get foreigners to come to this monastery and start Vipassana meditation and do a 3 month, 6 months, 1 year nun journey, monk journey, so that they can heal their mental health issues, is we need to have a website and we need to market this website. I said, right, this is very true. I totally understand. And they're like, yeah, and you can just stay here and be like the resident nun, the head nun. And they had a plan for what my life would be. It was all planned out. Okay. And I said, okay. And so are people going to pay to come to the temple to do these retreats, or how is this going to work? Yeah. We're going to have a website and they're going to pay through crypto. I said, oh, wow, there we go. I said, but like, why crypto? Why can't people just give normal donation? Why must people give crypto? Like, yeah. No. The foreigners can just give crypto, and we can even get the Thai people to start giving money through crypto. I'm like, leave the Thai people alone. Why? The Thai people know how to donate to their monk. They don't need to use crypto to donate to their monk. Why must now we force everybody to use crypto to donate to their monk? I said, oh, wow, these are some kind of stories. So the head monk started to realize that there was friction between me and the fake monk. And he called me one day and he sat me down and he said to me, I don't know why you like to be so angry. I don't know if it's your culture or is it because you come from America, but it's like you're agitated. What's wrong? Tell me what's wrong. And I was like, oh, old man, you don't even know what's going on here. They are. You're going to end up in prison with your with your monk cloths. Honestly, you're going to end up in prison. You have no idea what's going on here. These people, not really monks. These people are trying to run a scam through your temple, and you don't know what's going on. You don't know what's going on. I'm sure you don't even know how to spell crypto. But of course, I didn't tell the monk this. I was just like, no, this will not happen in God's house. This will not happen on holy land. Absolutely not. Eventually, the fake monk left. He hated me with a passion. He just walked out of the temple one day. He had a fight with the head monk. And the head monk was telling him that he can't do something. And he got really upset. And he's like, oh, this is a new nun. And all of a sudden, I've been here for longer than this nun. And now she comes and you're giving her the attention. And you're listening to her more than you're listening to me. And I'm like, of course, because I'm telling the truth. You're a fake. You're a fake who's just trying to run cryptocurrency. And I know who put you up to this. I know the exact culprit you are working with who put you up to this. And you're trying to run fake in a temple. And you're trying to get me involved in this fake in this temple. And I'm supposed to just be the head nun while you're running cryptocurrency scams. I don't think so. After that, and maybe like 2 weeks later, I just left the temple. I was like, oh no, I can't get myself involved in this. This is when then I started having people come to my house at 12 o'clock at night trying to kill me. Right. Because I had spotted this cryptocurrency scam that was going on. The monk wasn't even there. The monk, I said, sure. Human beings. So, sometimes your rage is sacred. If it is standing for something truthful, keep on with your rage. Even when the director or the monk or whatever, the head monk or head pastor, head whatever, head team member or whatever, they are trying to shame you for your rage or your anger or being judgmental. If you know what is truth, if your intuition is saying this is a fake, this is a scam that they're trying to run, stick to your guns. If you have mental health issues, if you just fly off the handle because you're kind of crazy and stuff like this, and you go into a spiritual place for help, and they are sharing with you how to resolve your mental illnesses, then you should listen. You should listen. But if you know this is a scam, truly this is a scam, and you know that there's something wrong happening, speak your truths. Stick to your truths. Let them go to prison. Let people go to prison for running scams in the house of God. Yes. Yes. And speak these truths. Okay. There's a lot of scams in this world. Oh, there's so many scams in this world. Okay. Let's go back. He turns away from instruction that could free him from suffering because receiving it would mean admitting his spiritual practice hasn't been as transformative as he claims. A lot of us we are a work in progress. This is why I spoke about discernment. Is your anger because you have mental illness? Is your anger because you resist change? Is your anger and your anxiety and your depression a result of something that you need to handle, trauma that you need to handle with a licensed trauma facilitator? And you're running to retreats because you do not want to face the trauma that you need to face. Instead, you're bypassing and going to retreats. You're taking ayahuasca, you're taking psychedelics, and all of a sudden you're an evolved person, yet you are having psychosis in and out of psych wards. Or is your rage and your anger sacred? There is a difference. There is a difference. When I was at the temple, it was sacred. I was like, not in God's house. The Buddhists don't have God. They don't have this concept of God. But in my spirit, as a Zulu woman, I said, not in God's house will scams be run. I don't care. For me, I am here not to be a police person, but when I see evil being done, I must say no. Because then I am complicit on this in the spiritual realm, because I know what evil is. I know what cryptocurrency scams are. I know who is behind this cryptocurrency scam, because they know that I'm at the temple, and they think that if they can run the scam while I'm at the temple, I'll just be okay. It's not a big deal. No, absolutely not. So when you are in rage and you run to a retreat, because a lot of people are now going to Vipassana retreats, insights meditation retreats, ayahuasca ceremonies, ketamine ceremonies, cybersilin ceremonies, all sorts of these things. They're getting out of church. Religion is collapsing. You understand that, right? Religion is no more. So people are lost. They are trying to find meaning. They are lost. They don't know what. They don't know what. They don't know what. But the problem is, it's like, okay, the challenge is so many people are now in this predicament because it seems like it came out of nowhere, but it didn't come out of nowhere. This has been going for a long time. It's just that many humans were asleep. And now that it's like, boom, in your face because of systems collapsing, healthcare system collapsing, health insurance premiums going through the sky, people are scared, authoritative governments, AI. It feels like a heavy spiritual awakening. But most of us that have been walking this path, I started taking ayahuasca 2013, 14. So this is not new. And I've been walking the path, walking diligently, walking the path. So now I'm not scared. But there is a huge influx of people with mental illnesses a lack of meaning, a lack of purpose, loneliness. They don't know what's going on. And yet these are the ones leading people. You must have discernment, human being. You must please have discernment. This is why I love sitting here with meditation. Mindfulness, meditation. Mindfulness, mentoring. We're going to start that in 9 minutes. Mindfulness, mentoring. What is mindfulness mentoring? We are mindful of the memories that helped us become successful, that helped us analyze our anger, our joy. We become mindful because most of us are just chaotic in the mind. Overthinking. How do you think I know this? I live in that space at times. But I'm just honest about it. We need to become more mindful. With more mindfulness, we have more discernment. You will be able to see scams just like by you will listen to someone, you're like, this is a lie. This person is fake. But you don't need to tell them to their face because you don't know what they're capable of. But you can work around that and make sure that that scam does not go through. And when you leave that place, you'll be like, okay, not my business what happens after I'm here, out of here. I spoke my truth, it's not my business what happens after. There's a lot of like mad people on this planet. They are mad. They are mad. And if you are not mindful, you won't hear the deceit in someone's voice, in the way their voice changes or how they just switch and itch and like start twitching. And when they are lying, oh my goodness. And you will be caught up in things you do not want to be caught up in a scam in a foreign country. You don't. The prisons are not so sexy. Anyway. Okay. Turning away from spiritual instruction keeps you spiritually stagnant while maintaining the illusion of spiritual progress. I've been here before. I have. We all become stagnant at times, and then we've got to accelerate. Pain will make you accelerate because as human beings, we just kind of like to learn through pain. I don't know why this is, but so now America is accelerating their spiritual awakening. Africa is accelerating their spiritual awakening. Asia is accelerating their spiritual awakening. It's just the whole earth because the pain is so intense. Europe is the same thing. I was watching a YouTube video yesterday, and like when a lot of people started migrating out of the US. Some went to Portugal, some came to Thailand, some went to Bali, Indonesia, some went to Australia. Now in Portugal, there's troubles. You could leave the country and not be able to come back. I was like, oh wow. We're all kind of like in limbo. We don't know what. So we all are having to find that sense of stability, that sense of certainty within our own being. Because even if you run somewhere or to someone to help you, number one, you don't know if they're stable psychologically. So there might be a nutter. Number two, you don't know what traumas they haven't worked through. Number three, you don't know what scam they were involved in or what other secret society they're working with or cult they're working with. You don't know. You don't know. So if you don't have discernment, you will end up at graveyards. You will end up getting killed. You will end up in a cult. You will end up being used and abused. You will end up in a psych ward. Okay. I've seen it. Okay. Turning away from spiritual instruction keeps you spiritually stagnant while maintaining the illusion of spiritual progress. You resist the guidance that could accelerate your awakening because your ego is more invested in appearing evolved than actually evolving. You choose familiar spiritual limitations over unfamiliar spiritual expansion because growth requires admitting ignorance and changing cherished beliefs. Growth is not fun. It's not fun. But on the other side, I can honestly promise you that if you choose to go through growth, just buy the book. Please, the link is below. Read every single day. Question your own mind. Question, why do you do this? Why do I engage in anger? Why do I love to be angry? What am I getting out of this? What am I getting out of this? Okay. So when anger is the worst one. Your anger will take you down paths you don't understand. Okay. Recall spiritual instruction you've received that challenged your current understanding or asked you to change something about your spiritual practice. Feel where resistance arises in your body when wisdom threatens your spiritual ego. Say, I receive spiritual instruction with beginner's mind. My growth matters more than my image. What has been challenging me recently is forgiveness. I said, how many times must I forgive? How many? I refuse. I forgive myself for allowing myself to not listen to my intuition. But I'm done forgiving people who are murderers. I am done forgiving people who are capable of stealing so much money, harming people unnecessarily because they are just filled with greed and lies. I don't want this in my world. It doesn't mean that I will not forgive. I forgive myself. This is the highest level of forgiveness. Forgiving yourself for staying in toxic situations. Because manipulation is, I forgive you. Please change your habits, change your things. No, that's manipulation. Forgiveness is, wow, I forgive myself that I had to learn this way. I almost died. I almost ended up in prison. Cryptocurrency scams. I know nothing about cryptocurrency. Why am I now involved in cryptocurrency scams that are being run through the temple? And they are stealing this money from Americans, and then they go back to these same Americans that they are stealing from, and they're like, hey, well, I'm here to help you. Oh my goodness. I'm just saying. And the Americans accept them. Yes. After they've robbed you blind. And when I speak up about these things, it's like, just forgive. Why are you so vindictive? You're just holding on to revenge. You just want to be revengeful. I'm like, yo, I'm trying to help you. These people are sick. But whatever. So I've also been struggling with my own forgiveness. Okay, so I receive spiritual instruction with beginner's mind. My growth matters more than my image. My peace matters more than my image. I just forgive myself. I forgive myself. When you're struggling with anger, I really believe that it's a lack of self-forgiveness on some level. Because I struggled with anger for a while. Oh, I did. Oh, I have to be truthful about this. I can say it's because I'm Zulu or whatever. No. I struggled with anger because I was angry at myself, honestly, because I knew. And I still thought, oh no, I can pray for them, I can love them, I can help them with therapy and all sorts of these books that I've read and all sorts of courses that I've taken. No, a demon is a demon. There's nothing you can do for them. Just let them hang. Just let them hang. That's their path. And a lot of people who are in, that's metaphorically, because they always hang themselves anyway. But a lot of people have struggled with abuse, like narcissistic abuse in spiritual communities, in religious communities. They don't know how to come out of that. It's like the rage. Sometimes you actually, all the time, your intuition is talking to you. Your intuition is telling you what is real and what is not real, what is fake and what is true. And the deeper you go into meditation, the deeper you go into your spiritual awakening, you can tell a lie. And you're like, this is a lie. This person is a fake. And if nobody's listening to you, you need to listen to yourself and get out of these fake things. Religion is dead. Let me be the first person to tell you. Religion is dead. Religion is dead. Let me take my glasses off so you can see. Religion, dead. Everybody for themselves now in the spiritual path. Religion is dead. Organized religion is dead. Spiritual awakening is the only way forward, going forward now. You must know your oneness with this idea called God. And God is not some white man in the sky with a long beard waiting there to give you Christmas presents and punish you. There is no such God. You are punished by your own deeds. These are the laws of Ma'at. You plant a seed, you reap. Okay? You plant tomatoes, you reap tomatoes. You do cryptocurrency scams, you go to prison. Simple like this. I don't know. I don't understand why these people think that they can do all of these things. And then it's all of a sudden, no, forgiveness. No, it doesn't work like that. No. Organized religion is dead. It is finished. Okay? Now it is about your oneness with divinity. And we are now going to start understanding divinity from a quantum physics perspective. So if you're not clued up on this, you're going to be in these stupid churches, in these stupid Christian groups or these cults. I love Christian mysticism. I'll never stop. But for me, you'll never find me in another church. Organized religion, hell to the no. Never. Look at me. Never. Buddhism I like because it's not Buddhism I really like. I could still go back and chant with the monks and stuff like this. I really like. But organized religion in that you're going to tell me that I'm going to hell? You go to damn hell yourself. Take your sad stories and your fucking bullshit to hell. I don't care. I'm done with an organized religion. I'm like, transcended that. No, thank you. Get out of these things. Trust your own intuition. God speaks to you in your own beingness. Nobody has a right to tell you what God said. Who are they? And if you do listen to people and they're telling you what God said, ask yourself, would God say something that would harm me? Would God say something that would make me feel smaller and not question? If somebody is asking you to not don't question me. I'm the conduit between you. Walk out. You spit in their face. And you. Okay, don't do that. Don't do that. Be dignified. I've never done that. I just walk away. I'm just like, stupid. Goodbye, God bless. And I never come back. I walk away. And I leave people there in these things. I'm like, I told you that this is a cult. And if you don't want to believe it, you're going to get sick. They're going to harm you. I'm out. And I walk away. That's why I'm still healthy. It takes you a long time to kind of get over that stuff. But So, if you're being abused in your spiritual organizations, get out. There's no need for this. Let's transcend this fear of death. Let's transcend this fear of hell, because this is how they keep you in these things. This is how they keep you small. This is how they keep you shrinking. You're going to go to hell. No, you're already in hell. This is what you can say. Please Human being, listen to me. When they shame you with hell, you turn around and say, well, Teacher Tembi told me that only a person who is in hell would ever use that kind of fear to keep me trapped. And then you turn around and you say, goodbye and God bless. Just like that. Okay? And if you're in one of these shamanic groups where they say you're going to die if you leave the shamanic group or the satanic cult, whatever this rubbish is here on planet Earth, you damn walk out. Nothing will happen to you. It is your own fears that will kill you. It is your own fears. This is what I've come to understand. It's your own fears that it will kill you. It's your own fears of illness that will kill you. It's your own fears of poverty that will get you into a poverty state. It is your own fears, but once you can transcend those fears, you are out of there and you leave these dum-dums right where they are and you just continue with your work. And if you do find a good spiritual teacher, you honor that spiritual teacher. You honor their practice. You honor the amount of work they put in to be whom they are and to provide the sacred space that they are providing. You don't run cryptocurrency scams at good temples. I don't understand what the hell this is. How have we become so low that now we're running scams at churches and temples? What is going on this planet? Sure. I know a lot. If I could write a book, honestly, an autobiography of my life, it would be 10, it would be 100 books. Because it's like, the things I have experienced, I said, joy, this is all I can tell you. Okay. I'm not making this stuff up. My goodness, it's quite something. Okay, so let us meditate. Yes, mindfulness mentoring. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose and just let it out. Just, if you've had a tumultuous experience with a spiritual teacher or a spiritual group, or, you've lost faith in God or this idea called God, and you're like, how can God bring us to this earth and make us suffer like this? Number one, there's no such God that wants you to suffer. This is a false belief. There is no such thing like that. We are here on planet Earth to remember who we are. Who you are is invincible. So you have designed these life experiences before you incarnated into this life, into this planet Earth. You have designed these life lessons so that you can awaken to whom you are. You can awaken to your strength. You can awaken to your discernment. You can awaken to the ability to heal your body temple without seeing one doctor. Because wholeness is your truth. You can awaken to the abundance that lives within you as ideas. You can awaken to the love even after you have been hurt. You can awaken to your sovereignty by having boundaries and speaking up and saying, I refuse to be around this kind of ignorance. But I am open. Universe, God, show me where to go, with whom to be involved with, that will honor my sacred journey, as will I honor their sacred journey. You are not here on this earth to suffer and be in pain, but the suffering is good. It is good for you. It strengthens you. You see, having grown up in apartheid, suffering was good for us as South Africans. It was very good. Other countries that have been involved in war, they understand suffering. They understand the pain. And it makes you very strong. Very strong. Countries that haven't experienced war in probably the last 30, 50 years, you become a little soft. You become a little comfortable. You become a little weak in the mind. So sometimes you ask for suffering within. How can I pray for suffering? I don't want suffering. But suffering is how you grow at times. They say pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. I'm sorry. No, suffering is the path. Suffering is the path so that you can wake up and realize this is an illusion. Americans like to have these sayings. Oh, pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. But most of them are suffering because now that your troubles have begun, you are ranting online. Ranting. Okay, if suffering is optional, why are you suffering loud? It's for the whole world to hear you. Keep quiet then. Don't suffer out loud. Don't suffer out loud. Be quiet. You see, once you've lived through real suffering, not comfortable suffering, real suffering where you see people hanging on a tree and, you have to kind of work that out in your own mind and still go to school the next morning. Then you understand that no, suffering is the path. It is the path until you awaken and say, oh, this is an illusion. I am immortal. Angifi mina. Until you get to that, you'll be afraid of death. They will keep you in these cults. You will be afraid of going to hell. And you're already in hell. If you're still afraid of going to hell, you are living a hell every day of your life. You are not free. You are in hell. So your suffering is confirmation that you're already in hell. Just saying. Okay. Let us begin with our mindfulness mentoring session. Today, we are going to explore anger. What has your anger been trying to communicate with you? Anger is powerful. It's a very powerful emotion. When you embrace the message of your anger, instead of shaming yourself for being angry. If you are angry and violent, if you're angry and psychotic and you get online and you start ranting, well, this I have no excuse for. You need to go see someone or check yourself into a psych ward. Because if you're becoming destructive with your anger, either psych ward or prison. Honestly. Okay? But for most of us, we need to look at our anger and really ask gently and lovingly, ask that anger, please tell me, what is it that you're trying to communicate with me? Because I seem to get angry about the same thing over and over and over again. What is it that you're trying to communicate with me? In my experience, my anger was because I couldn't forgive myself. The more I just did self-forgiveness work, I just forgive myself. Oh my God, I just forgive myself. I didn't know the full extent of this. I forgive myself. How could I be angry at myself? I didn't know the full extent. Yes, I had an intuitive hit that there's something wrong, but I didn't know the full extent of it. I forgive myself. I found that my anger has subsided. I'm not just like flying off the handle anymore as often. Yeah. So I don't know what your anger needs to communicate with you. Everyone's anger has a message, and it is a powerful message. And I'd like for us to just give ourselves permission to be in our rage and in our anger and ask the anger, what is the message you are here to share with me? 15 minutes. How about that? Okay? Perfect. So please gently close your eyes, taking a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Ah. A deep breath in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Just allow your shoulders to relax. If you want to move them back and forth, rotate your shoulder blades. Just let your body know that it's okay to relax. And just continue breathing in through the nose. And out through the mouth. In through the nose. And out through the mouth. Continue breathing. Your breath is sacred. Continue breathing. Your breath is sacred. Please make sure that you keep your eyes closed throughout this session. Continue breathing. Your breath is sacred. So now that your body has relaxed, if you want to lie down, you can lie down. If you want to sit up, you can sit up. It's okay. I'd just like you to continue to breathe, because when we experience anger somewhere in our body temple, when we experience anger because someone has violated our boundaries, taken us for granted, taken advantage of us, denied our truth, gaslit us, lied, harmed us in any way, sometimes you can hold the breath in as a way to control the anger. I would like for you to let your breath heal you. I would like for every sigh to be a healing moment. You are allowed to allow your body temple to heal through your breath. As simple as just yes. So now I would like for you to remember a time in your life in the past month where you experienced insane, uncontrollable anger or rage. You know, the kind of anger or rage that makes you start shaking? That kind. I'm sure it's coming quickly to your mind's eye. And I would like for you to share with me what is happening. Tell me the story. You don't even need to tell me what age you're at, and just tell me what is happening. Who is there? Where are you? What is the full story here? I'm here to listen. I encourage you, if you're alone, to speak out loud. When your body hears your own voice, it gives your mind permission to start telling the truth about what is really happening. Okay, so tell me all about it. Who was involved? Did they say something that made you feel small, insignificant, threatened? And if they did, what did they say? Good. Now, I would like for you, as you are in this moment, in this memory, as there is an activation of this rage and this anger, I would like for you to find the spot on your body where you feel this sensation of this heat, of this rage, of this anger just arising even more and more. And you're like, I am just going to explode right now. Please find that sensation on your body temple and touch that spot with your finger. Place your finger on that spot. If it is your heart area, place your finger there. Just scan your body from the top of your head. Scan your body from the top of your head. Your eyes, your nose, your nostrils, your lips, your face, your ears, your neck, your chest area, your abdomen, your pelvic area, your upper thighs, your knees, your calves, your ankles, your feet. Your toes. Feel the rage, the anger. Where does it reside? It might be inside of your ear, inside your earlobe. Put your finger right there. It might be under your eye. Put your finger right there. It might be inside your nostril. Put put your finger right there. As long as you're not picking your nose. You're just finding where this anger lives. You're allowed to feel your anger. Your anger is sacred. Your rage is purposeful. It is sacred. Because you are sacred. You are divinity unfolding. So your emotions are sacred. So as you've put your finger right there where you are feeling this rage, this anger, ask that anger by starting by saying this: I love you, anger. I honor you, my anger. I respect you, my anger. As I've given myself time and permission to remember a time in the past month where I felt angry and I allowed you to take over me. I know I shamed myself. I know I might have judged myself. I know I might have made myself wrong. Please forgive me, anger. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. For making myself wrong. For feeling angry. I forgive myself for judging myself as a horrible person because I was experiencing anger. Please forgive me, anger, because I'm willing to forgive myself. Now I am ready. I am willing. I am open to understand the reason for you existing in that memory. Please tell me, anger, what is the sacred message that you were trying to communicate with me? I am willing to hear you. Please speak. Whatever that comes out of your mouth, or whatever thought, feeling, sensation that comes out, it's good. It is your anger speaking. It might not make sense, but it's okay. Just let your anger speak. And if you want to speak out loud, please do so. It's good for you. Okay, you can always revisit this meditation, mindfulness mentoring session, and you can always ask your anger, what is it that you're trying to communicate with me? And you will get the truth, because your body does not lie. Your spirit, your soul, your intuition will not lie to you. Trust the message. But to make sure that the message is correct, because the brain can sometimes play tricks on you. To make sure that the message you're getting is correct, make sure that you put your finger wherever the anger shows up. Close your eyes. Take deep breaths. Let the breaths out. And forgive yourself. And then ask the anger to communicate what you need to learn. As long as the finger is right there, you are focused on that spot in your body where the anger, the message of the anger is showing up. And just let your body talk. Let the messages in your subconscious mind come to your prefrontal cortex. The body is the subconscious mind. And sometimes we don't know what is truly making us angry. You're not really angry for the reasons you think you're angry. You're not. And sometimes it won't make sense. But it's okay. It's okay. Whatever message comes through, it's perfectly okay. Just trust it. And if you want to journal, make sure that you journal the messages that come through our mindfulness mentoring sessions. So now in this moment, I want you to thank your body by repeating after me. I love you, my body. I honor you, my body. If you want to give yourself a hug, please make sure that you just touch yourself gently, lovingly. Giving yourself a hug. Allowing your body to remember that it is allowed to have emotional experiences without being punished. reminding your body that your body is sacred. It deserves sacred touch. Reminding your body that it is loved and you love it. That the messages of your body are honored by saying, I love you, my body. I respect you, my body. I honor you, my body. I love you, my body. I honor you, my body. I respect you, my body. Thank you for being such a sacred vessel. And carrying me through my life's journey. I love you, my body. I honor you, my body. I respect you, my body. I love you, my body. I honor you, my body. I respect you, my body. Taking a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. You are the face of love. Your life's journey here on planet Earth is sacred. It is purposeful. Your body carries your purpose. Your body is sacred. Your body is beautiful. You are the face of divinity unfolding. You are love revealing itself. Your anger is nothing to be ashamed of. Have dialogue with your anger. Have dialogue with your shame. Have dialogue with your guilt. Have dialogue with your joy, your ecstasy, your bliss, your love, your forgiveness, your gratitude. And celebrate the life that you are. You are the face of divinity. You are God revealing itself as love here on planet Earth. And that is the purpose you have come to remember. This is why you are here on planet Earth, to reveal the face of love in your own unique way as the face of God. Father, Mother, God. You are love. You are joy. You are ecstasy unfolding. You are greatness revealing itself. Please open your eyes if your eyes are closed. And taking a deep breath in through the nose and releasing it. Yes, coming back into the sacred moment. You are love. Me love you long time. Long time. Me love you long time. Ngikuthanda kakhulu sithandwa sami. If you're going to continue sleeping, please sleep. If you're going to start your day, please continue with your day. Enjoy your world. Enjoy your life. You are love. And so it is. Bye. See you tomorrow.